Now, today, what I'm going to talk is what is a possibility of how the Indian state uh, uh, would be and is. There is three possibility. One is the present state, which is the Indian secular state. Other is the Hindu Rashtra, and other is third one is the gazwa-e-hind possibility. Uh, State formed out of gazwa-e-hind. Now, first of all, let me highlight what is gazwa-e-hind. One of the output of gazwa-e-hind was creation of Pakistan and Bangladesh out of India. So now there are 99% if some people, Muslims who will not speak, but their intention is very they are obvious. They don't be obvious. They use takia to hide their feelings, but they do have a feeling of Ghazwain. 99% of believing Muslims. So they want a state in India which is based on Sharia. Now, Sharia is something where it is run by ulamas, and in that Ghazwain, the output of that Ghazwain would be that Sharia law would be implemented, and it will be not a very. It will be where jizya will be would be a valid concept, where tax, if you want to maintain a faith other than Islam, you will have to pay tax. That is jizya, which will be existing in the output of the Gazette. So this is one of the state which is a possibility, and it is possible. It can happen because when India's independence happened, two Islamic states were born out of Indian freedom struggle. Whereas India remained a secular state. Now, when India remained a secular state, we have to understand then what is the actual uh, meaning of uh, what is the word secularism is. Secularism means where religion does not interfere in the matter of state. This was founded by Holiaki, uh, George Jacob Holiaki, in Europe, because in Europe the Christians uh, religion was interfering in the state matters. To counter it in the Western concept, secularism was coined. Secularism can mean interference of religion to counter interference of religion in state matters. Secularism means actually secularism was born like that, but many where we take that secularism means where you accept every religion or you tolerate all religion. In Indian context, might be we are seeing it in that way, that we tolerate all religion. But we have to understand that secularism was a word which was was forcefully eh, put in the preamble of Indian constitution by Srimati Indira Gandhi during emergency, whatever. So this is the meaning of secularism. In actual meaning is secularism means to avoid interference of religion in the state matter. But in Indian context, it is understood that you tolerate other religions. Uh, this is what do you mean by secularism. Now, now, what is Hindu Rashtra? Hindu Rashtra, like for example, first of all, we will have to understand what is the word Hindu. Hindu context is in Hindu more than religion or faith, dharma is being given importance, and dharma has many connotation. Its faith is one of the aspect. It's not the total. You need not be having faith to have dharmic belief. Dharmic means one who is one of the closest thing in dharma. If you read Mahabharata, is righteousness, war again for righteousness, not for faith. So faith is not a matter. And in our Indian context, dharma does not interfere in state matter, but it inspires state. It inspires state. Like for example, to my there were many saints like Samartha Ramdas, who used to inspire Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He used to inspire. He never interfered in state matter of Chhatrapati Shivaji in the Hindavi Swaraj. So dharma always inspires state, but it never interferes state matters, as it was happening in the European, where Christian religion was interfering in the state matter, due to which the concept of secularism by George Jacob Holyoake, he brought up the concept. Now, obviously, so it means if dharma is not interfering in the state matter, but inspiring, so it is definition is closer to the definition of what George Jacob Holyoake wants. He might not want inspiration also from religion. I am not sure about his whole definition of secularism which he defined, but at least interference is not there in dharma. So dharma has no interference; it inspires. Other is Hindu and Indian are synonym. So this is one of the contexts. And as far as acceptance, let's say for example, in modern connotation where we say that secularism means tolerating all religion. Let's say for example, in a general Hindu family, 88% of Hindu family, it's a very composite culture. Like for example, father might be atheist, mother might be a worshipper of Shakti, so one of the son might be a Scientologist, third daughter might be a devotee of Lord Krishna, fifth, fourth, other son might be a believer of Lord Shiva, but they are still in one family. So here you will see that in a Hindu family, other schools of thoughts are not only tolerated but also accepted. So it goes one step above what modern secularism defines. That is just tolerate other faith. Here we see that we accept. Like in a one Hindu family also, you will see that, as I told you, there are multiple beliefs, but still they are accepted. It's not just tolerated, and they still stay. Obviously, when they are accepted, that is why they stay in one family. So that definition of also fits into Hindu Rashtra. Now, plus interference is not that dharma inspires, dharma does not interfere. Whereas, so as I told you, one is where jizya would be implemented. Such laws of jizya, because it is a part of Sharia. So in gazwa-e-hind, output of gazwa-e-hind was Pakistan and Bangladesh, and if India also goes on that line, then jizya would be implemented. So it would be a discriminate. People will not be free to follow each other's faith. Other secularism is what has been defined by the West, that George Jacob Holyoake, that religion should not interfere in the matter of state, which I think so. Even in the Hindu context, we dharma, and dharma is not even religion. It is faith is just a part of it. Dharma, the closest word in the working of state through dharma would be righteousness. So through righteousness should inspire run state to be run by state to be run. It does not interfere also. So interference is also not there. Plus acceptance is also there. So yeah, this is a Hindu Rashtra. Now, when this is the whole essence of Hinduism, that we not only we don't when it comes to state, dharma does not interfere. It inspires. Second is, as I showed you in the Hindu family, it's not just tolerating other beliefs, it's also accepting. So both principles, it has gone one step ahead of the modern definition of uh, uh, modern definition of secularism, or how we see it. Just does not tolerate, as I showed you in the Hindu family, that we don't just tolerate, we accept. So acceptance is also there of other faith, plus a non-interference of dharma, but inspiration of dharma is there in the matter of state. So this is how. And gazwa-e-hind means the output of gazwa-e-hind would be Pakistan and Bangladesh, which came out of India, and where jizya might be implemented if it is fully accomplished. If India also becomes part of it, then jizya would be implemented. It has to be implemented because that is a part of Sharia. So gazwa-e-hind would be leading to Sharia. Modern in Indian modern secularism does just tolerate, and not it just tolerates all faiths, but it avoids interference of religious matter in state matter. But Hindu Rashtra would be not only tolerating all faiths, but it would be accepting all faith, as I showed you in the family of a Hindu. And as far as dharma would inspire, it would not interfere. That is also part there. So uh, I feel that Hindu Rashtra is better. And why modern Indian secularism is not valid for the Hindus is because it's like if, let's say, there was a sickness in Europe that religion was interfering in the state matter of the countries. So for the sickness, for that cancer, chemotherapy was needed, which was called secularism, for avoiding the interference of religion in the state matter. So chemotherapy called secularism was needed. But India, if I as I defined what Hindu in the matter of non-interference of religion is concerned in the state matter, or acceptance of faith is concerned, we are healthy. So it would be like if you give chemotherapy to a healthy body, there would be side effects, and that is the side effects which we are seeing. So defining India as a Hindu Rashtra would be more valid than defining India as a output of gazwa or Indian secularism, because even Indian secularism is like a it's like, gazwa is obviously it will be discriminatory because jizya would come into picture. But Indian secularism is also not valid because it's like giving a chemotherapy to a healthy body, which will have side effects, and that is what we are seeing today. So this is what I feel. I did not want to hurt. This is my open feelings as far as three options for India: Gazwa-e-hind, Indian secularism, or secularism as we know today, or Hindu Rashtra. These are the three options which are in front of us, and I feel that as I've given you the explanation, whatever you feel valid, I've understood. Whatever I've understood, I've explained. What you think, you can re-evaluate. Thank you very much.